Hello, my name is Inchkobab. I make YouTube video. This is going to be YouTube video. I show you all the music I added to my collection in October. Ignore this ring pop. Yesterday was Halloween, alright? But according to Ministry, every day is Halloween. And also my pinky is the only finger it fits on, so yeah, we're doing that. Not the greatest month, but it's also the greatest month. I think I got significantly less stuff than previous months. I think I only got like 14 or 15 stuff. All actually in the first half of this month. Didn't buy anything in the second half. But what I did buy is freaking insane. So, the start of this month, I was a little bored. I had some money laying around. So I just decided I haven't biked up to Second and Charles in a while. Maybe they got some new stuff in, and my goodness, they had some new stuff in. If you follow me on Instagram, most certainly would have known. But I got all this. And I'm going to show you all this. Now, they had a shit ton of metal. Like, when I tell you they had a ton of metal, I'm not kidding. They had so much. This is only a fraction of what they had. I even went back and got more, so... And then I have one more thing right here that I got from a thrift store. But anyways, here's everything I got from the first time I went there. Keep in mind, all of this I think was less than $40. Black Dahlia Murder Nocturnal. Cannibal Corpse Gallery of Suicide. Let me turn this light on so you can see the stuff a little better. There's not as much glare. Exodus Impact is Imminent. Killswitch Engage self-titled. As well as The End of Heartache, and Alive or Just Breathing. And then Machine Head Burn My Eyes. My goodness! Like, jeez, that was insane. I did get 3 Killswitch Engage albums, which was pretty cool. They had, like, all of their first few albums, except for As Daylight Dies, which works for me, because that was the only one I had. Fits on my ring finger, too. Works out. That's pretty good. It's grape flavored. But yeah, I remember they had a whole bunch of Black Dahlia Murder. I only got Nocturnal because that's the only one I've actually listened to. They had every Trivium album up to Shogun, but I already have all of their albums, so that doesn't really matter. They had some Bullet for My Valentine. They had As They Lay Dying. They had All That Remains. A whole bunch of 2000s metalcore, which I appreciated. They had Unearth. Machine Head, of course. What else did they have? What else? I'm just looking at... They had a shit ton of Amon Amarth CDs. Like, they had, like, every Amon Amarth album. I'm not kidding. They had, like... They had probably in the ballpark of 10. What else did they have? They had Skeleton Witch, which was kind of surprising. I didn't get any of them, though. But yeah, they had a shit ton of metal. And these... Well, the ones I got the first trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them for, I think, under $40. Somewhere between 30 and 40. I think it was like 37 for all this. Again, Machine Head Burn My Eyes. 3 Killswitch Engage albums. Exodus. I did not expect to find this one. This was the only classic Exodus album I didn't have the first few. And then they had, I think, 3 Cannibal Corpse albums. They had this one, they had Gore Obsessed, and one more. What was it? Wretched Spawn, yeah. I only got this one because it was the cheapest one. And then Black Dahlia Murder. So yeah, incredible. Not long after, I went to a thrift store, found Korn's Untouchables. Yeah. Alright. And then, I think about literally a week later, after I went to Second Charles the first time, I went back a second time. Because they still had, there was a crap ton more that I wanted to get, and I wanted to see if they had anything new out. So this is everything I got the second time. They didn't really have anything new out, except for, I think, one, which is going to be the first one, because it's the first one alphabetical, and it is one of the greatest albums ever made. All That Remains is The Fall of Ideals. This album is incredible. one of the most iconic, one of the best metalcore albums ever made. Like if someone asks, if you ask someone, hey, what does metalcore sound like? They're gonna give you this. They're gonna give you Waking the Fallen. They're gonna give you The Poison. They're gonna give you Ascendancy. They're gonna give you The End of Heartache. They're gonna give you this. It does not matter. They're gonna give you this as well as like Waking the Fallen. But you know what? That's fine. That album's also great, and I have that as well. Moving on, I mentioned Amon Amarth. I got Amon Amarth versus the World. No particular reason why I got this one, because they had, like I said, they still had a shitload of them. I don't really know why I got this one. I sort of just got it because I felt like it. I don't know. I just sort of picked one at random. I dropped it. God damn it. And I got another Black Dahlia Murder, Ever Black. I got this one because this is the only one they had left. Because when I went there, they had Nocturnal, they had this, they had Miasma, they had a few others. But this is the only one they had left when I went the second time, so I got it. Yeah. And then we got another Killswitch Engage, the second self-titled one. Sometimes people call this Killswitch Engage 2. Fully understand that because it's kind of awkward having two albums with the same title, you know what I mean? Kind of like Queensryche with their first EP and then their self-titled album. Gets a little confusing with that sort of stuff, but whatever. Not the biggest fan of this album, but I didn't have it, and they had it, and they did. Pretty sure they also had As Daylight Dies then, so, you know. That's pretty cool. And then we got Suffocation, Blood Oath. I don't really know how well you can see that. You very much cannot see it. You can only see the reflection of my phone. Wow! Anyways. Yeah. You can literally not see the cover. You can only see the reflection of my CDs. Hold on, let me... There. That better? All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I really only got this one because I didn't have it. This is Demonic by Testament. What's fucking hilarious was I went there and got this the day before Parabellum came out. So this was the only Testament album I didn't have. And then I got it, and then I had all of their albums for literally one day before their new one came out, which I think is fucking hilarious. So now I'm back to missing one Testament album, even though I just bought the one I was missing. They released a new one. It's not the greatest album, it's not the worst album. A lot of people don't like dunk on this album. A lot of people just despise this album. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a pretty decent metal album. I mean, it is very much death metal. There's a lot of death metal, but there's also it sounds like Testament. Which, like, yeah. That's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I wasn't really uploading a lot this month. There's a lot of stuff going on for me. So, yeah. Happy Halloween. It's November 1st.